Hello YouTube, my name is Alston and I make YouTube videos for people that are just getting started with affiliate marketing, passive income, and making money online. Today I'm going to talk to you about 22 blogging rules that you should follow as a new blogger. So let's get started. In this video, I am going to cover 22 basic rules that you need to know and follow if you want to find some success as a blogging affiliate marketer. Rule number 1, disclose your affiliate relationships. And basically what this means is you need to have some sort of sentence or two stating that you are an affiliate for a corporation or a company, and basically the links that you click may or may not be affiliate links and you could receive a commission. Failure to do so could land you in some hot water with the different government agencies that are out there. So it's important that you do that early and often. Best practices are to include this affiliate statement either in a widget or at the bottom of your page. Number 2, produce original content. One of the worst things that you could do is spend time, energy, and effort into duplicating or copying someone else's content. You want to make sure that as a blogger that you are producing original content. Feel free to review other blogs and synthesize that information, but you don't want to outright copy. Also, I recommend not spinning your content because that's basically copying. And what I mean by spinning is basically copying someone's content, putting it in one of those article spinners, and then posting the results. Google and the other analytics software that's out there can actually see through that, and your content and ranking may suffer. Number 3, along the same lines, give credit where credit is due. If you're using table or statistics from another blog or website, make sure that you give credit to that website because that's actually going to help you with credibility. For example, you probably don't know the formula to launch a rocket ship into outer space, so just give credit to NASA because they've probably done the calculation. Number 4, abide by a regulatory and governing body. Now, this is actually going to vary depending on the country that you're in, but it's very, very important that you at least read or review some of the rules and policies of your government agency, so again, that you don't land in hot water. Failure to follow those government agencies or regulatory bodies can land you in prison. You can get fined. It really all depends on the rules that they have stated in their laws. So make sure that you do at least a little bit of research so that you know exactly what's important and what you should be doing. Number 5, write about a solution and not a product or service. The reason why you want to make sure that you do this as a blogging rule is so that you don't wind up getting trapped and having to rewrite content or recreate content because you've written about a product or service that is no longer in use. For example, if I was to recommend a widget and they stop making that widget, now I've got to go back and either rewrite the content or create new content talking about how this new widget is better. What you want to do is write content that's called evergreen. So you've identified a problem, you create a solution via your blog post, and then you recommend the product or service that can help with that solution. That way, if the product or service goes out of business, you can always just change your links or two, which will save you time, energy, and effort. Make sure that you are writing about a solution and not actually a product or service, unless it's a review. Obviously, if you're writing about a review of a widget, then you have to talk about that product or service. Number 6, educate your audience. So basically with educating your audience, you want to make sure that you're providing helpful content to help your audience make a decision. Maybe they're on the fence between two products. Maybe they're not sure of how to fix an issue. You want to make sure that you are providing information to educate your audience so that they can know, like, and trust you, and they're more than likely to pick the product that you're actually recommending. So make sure that you provide education versus telling them what to do. Number 7, be yourself. One of the worst things that you could do as a blogger is trying to be something that you're not. You may have seen a blogger be successful with this format. Maybe they're funny or they're witty, or they write short blog posts. You want to write content or post content that reflects you, because you're going to have to be you over a long period of time, and it's going to get kind of difficult and maybe even impossible to fake who you are for 1 year or 2 years or however long you keep your blog up. Number 8, add value. You want to make sure that you are contributing to the internet so that the internet can actually give back to you. All too often we see blogs that are just trying to take, and those blogs often are the ones that are suffering in the search engine rankings. So you want to make sure that you are adding value to the reader's life or solution so that they can, again, know, like, and trust. Number 9, be clear and concise. You want to be clear and concise for a few different reasons. One, the reader is going to see that you are just drawing it out for search engine optimization's sake, and so they're actually going to click off and you'll drop in the search rankings. The second reason is Google can actually see what content is helpful versus what isn't helpful on your blog post. So drawing it out just to rank higher is a thing of the past and won't actually help you anymore. In fact, it may hurt you when it comes to search engine ranking result. Number 10, short paragraphs lead to longer readers. I recently read a study that said over 60% of readers are using their cell phone to read content. Imagine reading a long wall of text. You probably won't do it. So if you reduce your paragraphs to 3 or 4 sentences, most likely you'll keep readers on for a little bit longer. Obviously, some text has to be longer, but when possible, make sure your sentences are 3 or 4 paragraphs in length. Number 11, respond to questions and comments if you have it enabled. One of the things that you can do at the bottom of your blog is allow comments. Comments can help both the reader as well as the writer of the blog for a few reasons. If a reader posts a question or comment, the best thing that you could do as the blogger is respond. The response will help with reader engagement, so that reader that posted the original question, as well as any other readers that stopped by your website. It's not proven, but it can also help with search engine results. Google can see that people are coming to the page and there is engagement, there's a discussion going back and forth, and so ultimately that can help. But make sure that if someone is posting questions or comments in the comment section, that you at least respond with a smiley face. That leads me to the point of make sure that you comment below if you have a question at this point. If you disagree, agree, make sure that you leave a comment below and I will answer them as they come in. Number 12, ask your readers what they want to read next. This is a great way to increase engagement because your readers are providing feedback on what they actually want to know. Oftentimes, bloggers fall into the trap of writing what they want to talk about versus what the readers want to know. One way to, as I mentioned, one way to increase engagement, to build that know, like, and trust is to actually provide content that you know your readers want to read. Number 13, interlink your blog post. I'm actually guilty of not interlinking blog posts. And basically with interlinking blog posts, you are providing links to other blog posts within your website. What that does is that actually helps with engagement, that helps with time on page, that actually lets Google know, as well as the other search engines, that you are providing quality content because people are staying on your page, they're reading more, and ultimately that could lead to more sales and higher conversions. So make sure that you are providing relevant interlinks on your pages. Number 14, keep it consistent. And what I mean by that is you actually create a schedule for which you are going to submit new blog posts. That schedule, depending on where you are in your website's maturity, can be once a week, twice a week. But if you're really getting started, I recommend blogging at least 4 or 5 times a week. Number 15, and this actually isn't mentioned often enough, ask for the sale. If you are blogging as a passive income, or if you have a product that you're recommending, make sure that you ask for the sale at least once in your blog. Oftentimes, we get so concerned with asking for the sale because we don't want to come off like a used car salesman or, salesy. We don't ask for that sale. The customer goes to another website and that person asks for the sale, and usually they convert. So make sure that you are at least asking for the sale. It can be a soft sell like, hey, check this out if you're interested, or it can be a hard sell and say, you have to click on this link. But ask for the sale at least once in your blog post. Number 16, blog length depends on the competition. One of the most important things that you're going to need to do is keyword research. Keyword research is going to help you determine what your customers are searching for, as well as who's writing the content and what type of content they're providing. And so what you want to make sure that you're doing is you are providing enough helpful content in each blog post to compete with the competition that's already there. Failing to accurately address a blog post can result in you showing up lower in the search engine results or not even at all. So you want to make sure that you are clicking on a few different links on a search topic that you found to see if the content is relevant, to see if the website has a high domain, and to see the number of words. While there is not a direct link between word count and search engine rankings, usually the more words that you write, the more on point you'll be with answering the question or comment, and the higher you can rank in search engine results. Number 17, consistency is key. Make sure that you are staying consistent with your theme, with your content, with the schedule, with the point of view that you're taking. You don't want to write from one point of view in one blog post and then completely flip it in the next one. If you are against widgets in your first blog post, make sure that you are still against widgets in your 30th blog post. You don't want to come off as a flip-flopper because your customers or readers are going to not trust you. They're not going to trust your opinion, and you will ultimately lose customers. Number 19, the 80-20 rule. The 80-20 rule basically means you provide 80% helpful content, 20% sales. You could actually apply this to your individual blog posts. So 80% of your content can be helpful, answering a question, providing overall information, and then 20% could be asking for a sale. In addition, you could actually consider the other 20% asking them to go to a different web page, and that web page could either ask for a sale or provide more information. So in general, you want to make sure that you are providing 80% helpful content and 20% sales. Number 20, and again, these are the blogging rules that you should follow as a new blogger. Number 20, test the product or service that you're recommending. One thing that I have noticed is a lot of bloggers are recommending products based on the potential commission. While that can be okay, one of the problems with that is that you can tell when someone hasn't actually tested the product. There aren't any stories, there aren't any examples. Usually it is someone that has read other reviews or opinions and a lot of product specs. So make sure that if you are going to recommend a product or service, at least test it out for a month. And the final blogging rule for today is to plan your content. And what I mean by plan your content is actually create a list of initially 50 to 100 blog post ideas for you to start with. Now, you don't have to write all 50 or 100 ideas to begin with. It's just a good launching point for you to start your blog. You may realize that your idea isn't completely fleshed out. You may need to niche down or even niche up if it's too specific. But make sure that you plan your content out, not only schedule, but plan it out so that you make sure that you have enough to write about. All too often, we see that people have this great niche idea or this great topic for their blog, but they only have 20 blog posts. So they have to actually go back to the drawing board and rewrite. So make sure that you are planning out your content well in advance so that you can just sit down and write when it comes time to write. So that is it for today. Make sure that you like, subscribe, hit the bell notification if this video or any other video has helped you out. Before I let you go, make sure you check out the links below. The first link is to subscribe to my email list. Basically what that list is, I keep you up to date when I have created new content. That content can be blog posts, it can be YouTube videos, anything that's going to help you be successful, you'll get notified first. Also, I have included a link to help you get started with blogging. Make sure that you check that link out. If you have any questions or concerns, you need some direction with blogging, check out the link below. And finally, I have included a link to ClickFunnels. ClickFunnels is a autoresponder landing page sales funnel creator that will help you easily create sales funnels to scale your business. All of the links below are affiliate links, so if you do click the links and purchase the product, I can receive some commission. Before I let you go, make sure that you like, subscribe, hit the bell notification if this video or any other video has helped you out in any way. Thanks for watching, and we will see you soon.